Hello, I'm Dr. Shantae Davidson. I am a 15-year LPN that decided to open her own company. In 2019, I started Cherishing Families Home Care, which is covered by the whole state of Indiana. Branched off and started Cherishing Families Shared Housing, which now I own a whole block on the 2200 block of Sheldon Street. Have Cherishing Families Real Estate Group, due to all the different properties that I have Cherishing Families on the Go, which is the transportation piece. And I have Lighned Scrub Design, which is my last baby, which is my line scrubs that I have on today. One particular day, I got stuck in the snow and I didn't have on my long johns or my leggings up under my scrubs, and I was freezing. So I was talking crazy to the scrubs in the car by myself. But I was like, why don't they have scrubs that are lined with some type of fleece or something that keep us a little bit more warmer? Also, those scrubs was really stiff, they were really thin, and they're very uncomfortable. So I really think they were made for our hippie women, our thicker women. So I decided to come up with these scrubs to keep you warm, as well as optimistically, if you want to wear a waist trainer up under them and work or work out, you can help you shed a few pounds around the waist as well. I actually launched them on March the 1st, so my birthday. I brought Rashida and Kirk out to assist in the launch. It went very well. Since then, I've just been receiving different responses on how they fit and stuff like that. And actually, the responses have been great. The Charlie collection is my biggest seller, which is the thinnest lining. They can be worn all year round. We have the Jackie collection, which is the medium thick, and we have the Marcy collection, which is thick like your North Face thick. And since then, I have done Invest Fest this past August, the end of August, and it was so good. I have received so many good responses. I've also received a call from the procurement department in the city of Atlanta. So I'm now officially a supplier of the state of Atlanta for my scrubs as well. You have the Charlie collection, and the Charlie collection, all these collections are named after people that are not here anymore that are dear to my heart. So the Charlie's collection is named after my little cousin that was murdered when she was 5 months old in the Hovey Street murders. The Jackie collection is my grandmother that passed away when I was younger, and the Marcy collection is named after my great-grandmother that was very, very dear to my heart. So I named them according to age for them. So the Charlie collection has the thinnest lining in them, and if you're a person that once you get to moving around and things like that, that you start sweating and you don't really be that cold, I believe that the Charlie collection will be the best for you. But like I said, they stretch, they have all different kind of pockets everywhere, they have a drawstring everywhere, and that's on each one. The Jackie collection is the medium thick, and I believe that's for someone that stays cold most of the time, but it also has the stretch. And I also tell people the higher up the lining that you should go up in size that you have as well. So if you normally wear a medium, the Charlie is more true to size, then you would go up a size in the Jackie collection, and the same as with the Marcy. And the Marcy is for someone that's anemic, always freezing cold, and even when they have on a jacket or something, they're still cold. So I believe that the Marcy collection would be for someone that's cold all the time. Dealing with death. When there's someone that dies, whether they're close to you or not, you really don't get that time to grieve. Business still goes on. The office still opens. You don't get that, like working at a regular job, you get that 3 to 5 days bereavement time. Being an entrepreneur is 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, especially in the field that I'm in. So I feel like I don't really get that time to grieve like I need to when someone dear to me passes away. I think that's one of the hardest, outside of a few other things, but I think that that's the hardest. looking at our application list, and I've had over 600 applicants since being in this business. And I just learned that you can't please everybody. And even if you try to, people are going to go, they have a change of heart of what they want to do. They have a change of heart where they want to work. They move, so the commute doesn't make sense. And you just have to try to stay afloat of that. So trying to keep a backup plan, trying to make sure that you have people on full-time staff, part-time staff, and even some PRN staff and to fill those gaps and those holes when needed. Learned early on about hiring family and friends, and I wouldn't say all, and I have some that have been with me since the beginning, but sometimes I just don't want to work out, and I'd rather keep that friendship or that family bond versus create any type of confrontation because of business. So I've learned now that I try to just keep those separate, but doing all type of marketing, social media, Indeed, and word of mouth all helps out with the turnover rate.
What about when, do you ever have to jump in? And if so, what do you get hands-on with?
I'm always jumping in. I try to pull myself out, and that's everybody's dream to be out, but you still just have that anxiety to make sure. And like right now, there's been a big slew of changes since July 1st in the home care field. So since July 1st, I've really been in tune. I think I've been more in the office these last 90 days than I have been in probably the last 4 years. Well, honestly, right now, we haven't been getting paid. It's funny you asked that. This is the first time in business that we have been having payment issues just due to the changes that have been occurring on the back end with the different insurance companies. And so just had to bite the bullet. I've been actually paying out of pocket for 90 days now, just for the love of the business and the love of my clients. As of July the 1st, there were 23,000 people that had went without care due to some companies not being able to pay out of pocket. So I'm just really, really blessed and appreciative that I am able to still pay out of pocket, and my clients are still being able to get the care that they need.
What advice would you give to a new business owner in your field?
I would say make sure that you have that cushion for sure for times like this, that you need to have, that you have to be your own employee first. You have to be willing to do everything that you set out for someone else to do. Like, for instance, I know I don't do bugs and roaches. I'm not going to send somebody in a home with bugs and roaches, and I know that I would not work in such environment. So treat people like you want to be treated. Don't get the big head. Stay humble, and make sure that you have a lawyer, you have an accountant, you have a bookkeeper, and that make sure that you have that self-care. You still have to take care of you mentally. And I say that because sometimes everything can get so overwhelming that you can lose you in the midst of trying to take care of everybody else. So you have to make sure that you at least, even if it's just one day out the month, to just get that mental day to regroup, reprocess everything, and start fresh. Now that's hard. I have 2 new grandbabies, so trying to make time for them, my kids, my man, family and friends. I always try to have some type of event or something at least where I know that I can invite all my family and friends, and that'll be time that we can kind of get together as well. But I will say running like 5 or 6 different businesses, it's really hard, but I still try to make that time. Sometimes I don't get in until 10 o'clock at night, leave at 10 in the morning, don't get home till 10 o'clock at night. So when I do get home, I try to shut my phone off and just be in tune. I am most proud of how far I have come in business alone, especially due to the fact of all the people that thought that I couldn't do it. So I am very proud that it's been 5 years, over 5 years now, and that I am very successful in what I do, and I was able to create other entities and create generational wealth and teach and show my children that it is very possible to do things from scratch, from going to school to becoming a nurse to becoming an entrepreneur and branching off in different entities, and just seeing how you can multitask is one of the biggest things that you have to be able to do, because I wear many of hats, and I'm just very proud that I am able and healthy to be able to continue to do this for my children.